Rebels, today we're down here at Total Chaos Fabrications and we're about to head inside, go meet Nicole and meet the rest of the Chaos crew. Let's head on in. Hey Pat, how's it going?
Chaos.
Good to see you. Nicole around?
Sure, let me see.
Pond, what's up?
I'm doing well, Nicole, how are you?
Awesome.
Want to say thanks for having us down here to Total Chaos and looking forward to meeting the rest of the Chaos crew.
Absolutely, let's go on the back and check out Camp Chaos. I think you guys are going to enjoy your day.
I'm looking forward to it. Nicole, thanks for having us down here to Camp Chaos today. Tell us a little bit about good old Camp Chaos and how you guys all got started.
Total Chaos Fabrication started actually in the garage. The owner, Matt Vaughn, was hanging out with a group of guys and they wanted to start their own off-road race team. And they came up with the name Total Chaos Fabrication. And that was right around 1994. The owner, Matt Vaughn, had worked under some high-profile chassis fabricators in the industry. And he took the opportunity to realize that there were some weak links on OE equipment with some of our chase crew members, and we began to tinker in the garage after hours, and it slowly developed into a small product line, and we realized that we may be onto something, and we were focusing a little bit in Toyota equipment. I went to college for business and got a degree in sports marketing, and now we have Total Chaos Fabrication.
So we're standing here in front of your race Tacoma, and we know you do a fantastic line of products for Toyotas. What other vehicles are you currently doing products for?
We actually have a very diverse product line. We offer stock length replacement upper control arms for almost every model vehicle: Toyota, Ford, Chevy, Nissan, Dodge, GM. But we're very specific and niche with our Toyota product line.
Research and development are huge for us at Rebel Off-Road. Tell us some of the procedures that you guys put in place at Total Chaos when it comes to your R&D programs.
We take the R&D department very serious actually at Total Chaos Fabrication. Most of our products are conceptually designed by the R&D department. We will then find a prototype or fitment vehicle that we will install the product on, test certain clearance issues, turning radius, wheel and tire combinations, some of the fitment applications. One of the most important things that Total Chaos does is physically test the equipment for 500 miles in the dirt. A vehicle can be on the road for sometimes 2, 3, 4 months before it becomes available to the public. Our equipment is actually used worldwide, and we have racers trusting our equipment and racing on almost every continent. We've got a couple guys racing the China Gobi Rally. We had a handful of competitors competing in Dakar directly on our off-the-shelf bolt-on equipment that we produce, manufacture, and design here in-house. I had an opportunity to go race with Jessie Combs, the current women's land speed record holder, as my navigator at the 2014 Snore Battle at Prim. We had an epic battle on Saturday. We finished 6th on corrected time out of 54 competitors with a standard 4.0 pump gas V6. However, on Sunday, the entire endeavor went south. We lost a steering rack component and it sent the vehicle off course at about 54 miles an hour. And as you can see, there was a lot of damage sustained to the cab and the actual race vehicle.
Have you had a chance to do the autopsy on this vehicle to see what damage was sustained and how rebuildable it is?
For the most part, it was primarily cosmetic damage, and I got to thank Mastercraft and all the crew that supply us some amazing safety equipment, because we were able to walk out of the vehicle with just a few minor bruises and a bruised ego.
Nicole, tell us a little bit about your R&D process.
Well, actually, what you have here is a set of Ford Raptor prototype lower control arms. One of the first things the diners will do here at Total Chaos Fabrication is begin the CAD drawings and the process of getting your first prototype units.
And you use these on test vehicles, or how is it done?
No, we actually will then bolt them up on a vehicle that is then intended to go out into the dirt and log a minimum of 500 off-road miles. Abusing the equipment, defining its integrity, making sure that everything's okay in a real-world application.
So what I'm holding in my hands right now is a factory lower control arm off of a Toyota. Sometimes these components are worn out and we get these vehicles in. Does it really make sense for me to change these bushings, or is it now the best time to do an upgrade to something like a uniball and bushings?
All factory equipment over time will sustain wear and tear. The factory rubber bushings will eventually become worn out. It can cause uneven tire wear, a wandering steering wheel. Factory ball joints, due to some of the aftermarket shocks that are available on the market, generally get worn out by the additional wheel travel that's provided by the shock manufacturers. So when Total Chaos designs a new product, one of the main components that we integrate in our equipment is a 100% stainless uniball.
So upgrading to these uniballs will actually give you a lot more wheel travel, and it's a replaceable unit, far greater than running the factory ball joint. Rebels, let me show you a factory arm. This is a pressed stamped steel factory arm, and to be quite honest with you, it's kind of embarrassing. If you're taking your vehicle off-road with this versus going for fabricated arms, you're asking for trouble. You're gonna get failures. When you start getting into chromoly arms, these are made out of 4130 chromoly, and that's actually aircraft tubing. It's super, super strong. Some of the differences that I want to show you guys are a fabricated piece. Fabricated is just that. It's 100% fabricated versus using something that is stamped steel. Some of the other big upgrades that you're going to get when running Total Chaos products, you're going for bushings. These bushings are interchangeable as opposed to a factory Cleveite style bushing, which is a piece of rubber that's been pressed inside of there. It's very hard to replace. In fact, you can't on the most part. So Rebels, when you're talking about ball joints, when you're looking at a factory ball joint versus going to a uniball is that much stronger. It also is going to articulate a lot further and give you a much greater ride on the vehicle. It's going to let the wheels travel further as well. Down the road, if you did need to replace it, yep, that's an easily replaceable part versus trying to muck around with some of these factory items.
One of the unique things at Total Chaos Fabrication is the diversity of the product line. We generally have an aftermarket component that can fit very different applications and needs. Some guys just want expedition. They want to drive a little bit slower. They don't necessarily want to install fiberglass fenders and do body modifications, but they are looking to increase performance and enhance ride quality. That's where some of our stock length aftermarket suspension components will come into play. There's no irreversible changes when you do stock length equipment. These aftermarket 4130 100% chromoly tubular upper control arms feature a 1-inch fully stainless uniball. That will replace the factory ball joint. Our arms are designed to add caster, which translates to better steering and ride quality for the end user, especially when 2 to 3 inches of lift is installed on the vehicle. Factory control arms also have pressed rubber bushings in them. Total Chaos equipment gives you the capability to fully prep your control arms, and we pivot on aftermarket urethane bushings. Rubber bushings tend to twist, where the urethane bushings, when combined with an inner sleeve, allow the control arm to actually pivot more freely with less resistance on the vehicle. That equates to an increase in ride quality.
Right now I'm holding a factory spindle. Nicole, tell us a little bit about some of the beefier upgrades you can do to these factory spindles to make them last when you are running longer travel suspension, as well as heavier and beefier wheels and tires.
Absolutely. The spindles on the Tacomas and the FJ Cruisers generally are known to fail. What Total Chaos has offered is an aftermarket line of accessories and reinforcement weld-on equipment, but it's going to reinforce the spindle. That way, when you're in the dirt, if you do take a hard impact by rain rut or a rock, you're not going to have spindle failure and wind up on a AAA truck.
Can you tell us some of the differences between a long travel LT suspension and some of the factory UCAs versus your aftermarket ones?
Absolutely. What you're holding in your hand right there is a 3.5-inch long travel upper control arm for an FJ Cruiser or a Tacoma. This raw arm here is actually a stock length replacement. You can see that we have extended the length of the control arm. What that does is increase wheel travel, increases track width, increases articulation, and provides a better ride quality and performance.
And are these long travel kits available for two-wheel drives as well as four-wheel drives?
Absolutely. The only difference between a two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive application is that the four-wheel drive is going to require an extended axle. All of our equipment receives a two-stage powder coating process. We're one of the only manufacturers in the industry that offers not only an AMC silver, but a second coat of a durable marine coat clear. It helps prevent chipping. It has a long-lasting finish, but everything is 4130 chromoly 100% underneath all of the powder coat.
Tell us some of the benefits about going for a long travel suspension versus a mid-arm suspension.
Absolutely. Long travel equipment will increase your track width, and it will definitely increase your wheel travel. What that's going to translate to when installed on your vehicle is much more stability while cornering. And it will definitely, with the increased wheel travel, you will have the capability to hit certain obstacles much faster. Or in certain rock crawling or expedition applications, it'll give you the capability for the vehicle to articulate and climb over the rocks with a little bit more ground clearance.
Now, we drove the Rebel FJ on the long travel suspension down here on the freeway, and it drives really smooth. Can you tell us a little bit about the versatility of the suspension, both on-road and off-road, and the handling characteristics?
Absolutely. This particular FJ that we've worked together on integrates our 2-inch long travel kit. One of the unique features is that on this application, it doesn't require aftermarket fiberglass. Therefore, there's no body or modifications necessary. By increasing your track width, the vehicle, of course, is going to have added cornering stability, which is a great benefit in the dirt and on the highway.
When it comes to the coilovers, your particular suspension components work with just about all the major manufacturers out there on coilovers?
Yes, we've done extensive R&D with all of the shock manufacturers. They've all had the capability to receive one of our vehicles and do all of their fitment and design capabilities in-house.
We know the parts are race proven, but tell us, if I'm your average Joe and I want to take my vehicle out and use it to go hunting, fishing, how are the components going to hold up? Why would I be looking at Total Chaos's products?
One of the biggest features is all of the aftermarket equipment that we do offer is designed and intended to increase component strength. The last thing that you want on an expedition adventure when you're out with your family on the trails is to have your vehicle break down.
So if you're out there with your family, you're out on the trail, whether it be an expedition or whether you're a recreational user, you want to have the peace of mind that you know that your vehicle is going to hold up and get you back. You might have to show up at work on a Monday morning. Nicole, one of the great things I love about your components is their durability and the peace of mind it actually gives me at Rebel Off-Road. When I'm shipping these products overseas and these vehicles are being used in deserts, they're being used in forests, we're having zero comeback, zero issues, and zero phone calls about them. And I want to thank you for building a great product.
Absolutely. There's a lot of passion in the craftsmanship on the team and the staff at Total Chaos Fabrication. One of the more unique things that Rebel provides our Total Chaos customers is the capability of you guys fabricating complete builds. You can fabricate bumpers, roll cages, bed cages, spare tire mounts. That definitely makes it very easy for the end user to use Rebel as a one-stop shop.
Nicole, I want to say thanks a million for having Rebel Off-Road down at your facility today. It was great getting to meet you, getting to know you guys, and the rest of the Total Chaos crew.
I absolutely want to thank Rebel Off-Road and the team for coming out. Check out Camp Chaos, see what we do behind the scenes. Definitely showing any Total Chaos customer that's looking to have a fully built vehicle equipped with Total Chaos suspension, the place to go. You guys rock.
Thanks.
All right, have a great day.
Cheers. See the little light? It's not on, but it's recording. What was the question?
Jumping bean. Okay.
What was the question? All right. So, hi, Nicole. So research, research. So research. Okay. Okay, dokie.
Okie
Okay, dokie. That's fantastic. Hello.
that we see. Okay. Go.
Are you sure? Now these uniballs, they'll...
Kung Fu Fighter! One of the key... Is he ready?
You need to go for the beef. What I want to show you guys, let's try that again. Yeah, you're good.
You're killing me. Just there's versatility in the product line.
What about if I'm your... There's a lot of banging going on there.
Bushings are replaceable. Throw that out.
Whatever that was, because now we can't remember what that was.
I gotta redo that one.
Hey!
What's up, man?
How we doing?
Awesome, awesome.
Good to see you.
Welcome to Camp Chaos.
Thanks.
Let's go in the back and show everybody around.
All right, we'll do that one again.
First take. Okay.
Hello!
Sorry.
Sorry, you ready? See the back of the shop. Want to say you... Yeah, start it.
Take 20.
Take 71.